Jackson, Chief Administrative Officer at UNASA, but also coordinator of the Human Rights Program for UNASA. Women and children in South Africa are the biggest targets of that violence affect. In communities where I find myself in, sexual violence, abuse, and domestic violence, children are missing on a regular basis. Even in a little township in Cluttersville, people can't find their kids. Just basic neglect. And I think it's important that we highlight this. I think is a wonderful tool in which UNASA can play a role. Many people say, but you have to be aware of this, you have to raise awareness on a daily basis, as this is something that happens not just in those 16 days, but daily. If you follow the news, if you listen to the radio, on TV, even in your own community, you hear about severe cases of violations against women. But I believe that a special focus, it's always good to give impetus to mobilize people. I think UNASA has come to realize that with other stakeholders, we cannot just keep quiet. We need to find a way in which we could add our voice to speak out against the high levels of violence against women and children. I think it's organizations like UNASA and other civil society actors, its partners, to keep the conversation going, to keep it in the media, to always engage with communities, with academia, with civil society, with government on addressing it, because we do have the legal frameworks, as so many people say, and many and even government would say, we've got the laws to protect, we've got our constitution. UNASA just recently launched its human rights program, and UNASA felt that it would make sense to have their first activities, their first engagement with human rights mechanisms around violence, and particularly sexual violence against women and children. We want to engage with the human rights mechanisms, the Universal Periodic Review, the special procedures. We want to make contributions, submissions, and add our voice to against the high levels of violence against women and children. A violation is a violation if it's racial discrimination, if it's a violation of denial of proper sanitation or housing. Those are all violations, and the one isn't bigger than the other. But for UNASA, it was important to start with the one that is currently these violations that are currently numbing our communities and our homes. We are stunned and we are shocked